Where are the announcements? Boom. There we go. All right. You're good. All right. Much. Stream was much easier to set up today. There it is. All right, we're starting out strong, 2 for 2 already. Only 370 more to go. That's so nice. And my room book should be done soon. What's my the room book at? Ooh, 43 off. Nice, nice. Probably finish around the same time. Then it'll be time to invest into a Magic Find setup. I got no mana. I need to get more bottles to get more mana. Bottle, that's not spelled bottle. Bottle. Try a couple of these real quick. You know, I should have done this earlier, but I've developed like a like a route that kills the Emans, which makes it way more like mind numbing in a way, but like I don't need to focus as much on the game because I go through like the little like a little figure 8 route to kill all the Eman. It's pretty nice. Still around the same spawning times, but you know, I can watch them like some things on the side or whatever. Hill 360. So yeah, so this is the route. I go. It doesn't really matter where I start, but essentially just go up and down, like the bottom, the first 2 floors. And usually, like after 1 loop, the boss will spawn. Just like that, I didn't even do a full loop and it spawned. Also been trying to get some Fireball action in, but you know, my muscle memory doesn't really have me using it. Like, so a lot of times I will just forget to use the Fireball to get faster boss times. My plan's to go for no death. Oh, I almost completely jinxed myself, but I'm gonna try to go for no deaths. Team and 9. We'll see. I'll probably definitely fail, but you know, dying is downtime. You know, it's just a whole waste of a whole minute. You know. Like I would have saved like a couple hours of the grind if I didn't die so many times for stupid reasons. Yeah, finishing Eman Slayer tonight, like it's gonna feel nice. It's gonna feel so satisfying to have Eman 9. Probably, I don't even know. So I'll definitely get the match final armor, and then I'll probably go fishing because it's Marina, and I can catch the rare sea creatures way more often. Oh, let's not die. I forgot the route. Oh my god. I do that so often. I always shoot. I always forget to like to jump before I shoot my turn, so I'll just like hit myself a few times. There's been a couple superiors, but I always like whenever the people spawn superiors, I'm always fighting a boss, so I never get the opportunity to kill it. I think I'm still missing one of the dragons still for some easy Skyblock XP. Should probably be on the lookout for that. Just a little bit. There we go, spawn the boss. Let me check what dragons I don't have killed. And is it part of the dragon? So it's protector and unstable. Should be on look for those two. Drop what I'm doing to try to get at least a couple hits on it. Protector and unstable. I don't know why so many people are doing Enderman, like I heard that, like summoning eyes. Like every single lobby, there's always those people constantly doing dragons. Ain't no way that guy just said that. What does more damage, Hyper or Juju? Oh, maybe he's talking about the dragon. I was gonna say. Oh, how does this guy have a level 50 have a hype? And he doesn't even know how to use the hype. Definitely a little suspicious. TPS. Fight server, fight. I believe in you. End is so close. 361. It's so many, but like, you know, I'm feeling positive right now. Get to the ground. Like, how does this not grab the beat? Like, I was standing right next to it. I don't. You have to like actually like get on top of it if you want to remove the beacon. That's a summoning eye right there. I'll take that. Free milli. Oh no. Not the right dragon I need. I think it's actually a decent amount of Skyblock. So I think it's like 25 XP for each dragon that I haven't killed yet. So if I can kill both, like I'll go up a level. And I think even 9's like a level and a half as well, which is nice. Yeah, it's been, you know, the cores are dropping a lot less frequently than I used to be getting the cores in the beginning. I really hope I can get at least one more core before Eman 9. Because 150 mil per. Well, actually, I only have like 115 mil for each equipment piece because of the Griffin pet, which keeps going up for some reason, which is absolutely great. It's just insane why it's so much. It's gonna drop too as soon as Diana comes out because people are gonna do Diana, and the Griffin feathers is like the main expense of the Griffin pet is gonna go down. But obviously, in order to do Diana, you need the Griffin pet, so it's like, I really hope it goes down. I mean, I could technically just craft it myself. Because see, like, I don't know if it's actually going down or not. Like, I don't know. I'll probably have to buy it tomorrow if it doesn't go down in price. Why is there a level 58 here? There's the guy who wants to help with his tier 3. That's the guy, level 82. Oh my god. That lag almost cost me to die. So which one is it? Young? Don't need the young. I gotta get more arrows. Jax is like, you know, he's like my #1 contact, you know. I call him so much. Hello, Mr. Zark, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just killing the Enderman over and over again. I mean, it's actually going pretty good. I mean, my RNG's good, you know. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't died in a while. Usually I die every like 10 to 15 bosses. But so far I haven't died yet, which is good. And I'll get it tonight, so I'll finish the grind. You know. Oh my god. Oh. I had to jinx it. I literally was right next to the bait. I don't know why I didn't get the skip, and then the beacon apparently like didn't want to get grabbed. So, but bosses I have like 300 and something. But I'm telling you, like it happened. You know, I've gotten used to it at this point. You know, it's just bound. I'm just bound to die for some stupid reason. But I mean, luckily it doesn't take too long to spawn again. Like I'm already fighting another one. $300, yeah, it's a decent amount, but you know, I have the gear to do them quickly, so it's not as bad. And it's obviously it's to reach the max level, right? So I don't need to do it any more events after this. Yeah, I gotta get more arrows. Have you dropped core? Yeah, you can see right here. I've dropped 6 cores so far. But today, no. I dropped 2 yesterday though, which is pretty crazy. Okay, I gotta do it manually. There we go. I guess you get one of the hardest Slayer drops. I mean, yeah, I definitely have gotten RG carry, you know, but you know, like, you know, if you drops after you drop your 6th core, you know, it's cool and all, but you know, you kind of get numb to it. It's like, yeah, I dropped 6, you know. And obviously, like, you know, it's nice to get the coins, but like, it's not like a life-changing amount of coins like it would be if I was like, you know, like 2 months ago. I hear it too. I do anything too. Yeah, but like, it's at you know different stages of the game, right? 200 mil when I first started this profile I was so happy, right? Like I was like ecstatic, but now it's like, you know, just another Tuesday in a way. Yeah, I think it's like just under 200 mil. I think like 190s. Like I think, and obviously with like the age fees, it's probably like around 190. You're actually gonna get for the core. So I'm gonna skip. But you know, 2%, 200 mil is like, I'm just into fishing and it's pain. Yeah. Fishing, once you start like getting to like the lava fishing, it gets a lot better, but you also kind of need a hype. If you really, like fishing becomes much easier unironically like with the hype. Like the hype is what makes fishing the easiest because you can kill all the mobs pretty quickly. Because they do have like a lot of them have like a ton of HP. I'm fishing 37. It's not too bad. Do you have a hype? Because I don't know if I would be able to do fishing without a hype. It's at 140. I didn't get this. I may essentially got the skip. You talk about fishing 45 with Magma Lord Hellfire. I think you can get Hellfire before fishing 45, right? It's like 37 for Hellfire, right? Is it really 45? I do remember I didn't have the collection for it, so I went to like a Discord and then trusted some random dude for some rep, so you can gain some rep to upgrade it to Hellfire for me. Because I mean, obviously now I have the collection for it, but yeah, before I didn't. The point still stands. Can't you reach? Actually, it's different now because of the update. But you know, when I hit fishing 45, it was before like the rework and the Bayou update. So like, you know, it might be different now than it was before. Like, it was a lot easier to reach. You could hit max speeds with Thunder Armor, right? Like you didn't need to have Magma Lord to reach the max stats. There's always the pain, yeah. Slowbound, yeah, that's right. How can you see them? Okay, you have to go to the Bayou, and there's a NPC like at the dock that you have to talk to in order to see the hotspots. It's not a mod. It's not a mod. It's like you have to like go through like a dialogue on the new fishing island, and then it unlocks it for you to be able to see it. Yeah. It took me a few days too. I don't know how I figured it out. I don't know if I think I watched like a video on the new update, and like that's what they did to see it. Like, and they said like this is how you see it, and that's how I figured it out. Because you know what I did? Because what I did before, I was just following where everyone was. Like I saw like 5 people fishing in one spot. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fish here too. It must be here. But I wasn't getting into the sea creature, so I was kind of confused on what was going on. But yeah, it got me too. I mean, it didn't get me for that long, but you know, it got me for like a couple days. Yeah, so you've been doing. You just been following other people, like, or they all are bunched up. Yeah. So that's even like the higher levels. You know, you gotta. That's why it's important to you know, it's worth it to spend a few minutes to watch like almost like a small playthrough of like a YouTuber doing it, so you can kind of understand what's going on. I think the NPCs leave contact. I have ignored all of my contacts. Like I have I have 3 contacts, I think. Would it be in miscellaneous? Yeah, there we go. I have 3 out of the 53 contacts, and I know some of them are free. I'm just so lazy. I'm just super lazy. Like, I know like half of these are free. Well, I need the unstable. No, it's dying too fast. There's no point even trying. But yeah, maybe whenever I want to go for like a ton of levels for right. But right now, you know, I don't really care as much about the levels. I mean, the levels are gonna come as I'm doing stuff, but I'm not gonna like hard play for levels. Because I went from like level like 260 to like 300 in like a day, because I like spent a ton of money on like minions and essence shops to like max it out for XP. My dumbass co-op sold out all my gear that would be like a bill. Honestly, I've sold, like, even though I'm a normal profile, I've sold bound like everything. Like I've sold like everything I own is like soul bounded essentially. Like there's some like farming tools and stuff that aren't soul bounded, but everything else seems everything like really big is soul bounded. Well, I would say I didn't sell all my armor yet. Wait, that's someone else's boss. I was like, why isn't it going after me? And I realized it wasn't even mine. There's a full set of Devons you never use for mining? Like you've already maxed out mining or something? Or what? Because I mean, Devon is the best armor set for mining. I mean, glossy mineral has like some uses, but in general. You hate mining? Then why did you have a Devon armor set in the first place? If you hate mining. My best is on gear, one wither set, one of my turns, one of my hypes, one of the crystals. Yeah. Yeah, like my hypes soul bounded, my katanas, my term is soul bounded. Like everything in my hotbar is soul bounded. My armor, I haven't sold my armor. I have like a base. I have a base Aurora, like, you know what I mean, like the cheapest donated, but I don't have like my good pieces of crimson armor soul bounded. You had a phase. You had a phase like where you enjoyed it. Yeah, I've sold my Devon because I really only use it for mining fiestas, and I'll buy them again, and then I'll sell it after Cole's Mare, and then I'll just rebuy it every time Cole's Mare. But for me though, I've already maxed out mining except for like a little bit of glaciate powder and mithril powder, and then obviously the fiestas itself. because that takes a little bit longer to max, but everything else is pretty much maxed out for mining. Like obviously I'm mining 60. Like I'm halfway done with the mining fiestas. Yeah, I've pretty maxed out. Like I've maxed out commissions. Hard them out, and I have like a level left, but you know everything else is pretty much maxed. I want to see if you could just PV, but I don't know what profile definitions work. What's your profile name? Did you get money from the fishing vessel for Diana? Yeah, that's what I'm getting Eman 9 for Diana. So I can get more inquizzes. Say his username? Yeah, alright. I got you. PV Mr. Zark. Okay, let's see. Well, 130. Trying to see, you seem to be pretty balanced. Fishing is actually kind of like your highest. Harmon 6, level 7, Cat 28. That's a lot of gold spent and earned for like a very low net worth profile. So you're using a Yeti sword, thunder armor. Yeah, so you've clearly invested a lot into your fishing. Pretty low MP. You have 10 fishing levels? Yeah. 4 per marina, yeah, it's pretty best time to fish. I mean, honestly, like, your profile seems relatively balanced. I mean, really the only thing you should be working on is net worth. Like, net worth is the only thing low level should worry about, because if you want to do things in the game, you're going to need, you know, high net worth to either buy stuff other than other skills, or, you know, just you're gonna need to like obviously the best weapons and stuff. You just need money, yeah. And that's now obviously what money making method, you know, kind of depends on what you like, what you're already advanced in, you know, and like what you're good at. Like if you suck at dungeons, you know, you shouldn't be doing dungeons for money. If you have like horrible ping, probably shouldn't be mining. You know, it's like stuff like it's all situational. But with the hype, you can do everything. Yeah, you can pretty much do anything in the game with the hype. Like it helps. It helps you with pretty much every skill, or like in some way or another. And it's just a cool weapon to have. Anything that has to do with fighting a creature, like it's besides like pests, hype is good. But yeah, like what I did is I mined for my initial net worth. Like I did nucleus runs and / mining for my initial net worth to like build up my net worth, and then I was able to afford like a hype in a tournament and get into Kudra. And then Kudra, you know, was the next step of me making money, and then now I can, since I have a pretty high net worth, I can start doing other parts of the game now. So I fish to a hype or invest money I've earned from arena to invest in Diana and earn a good bit. I mean, I feel like the thing with the hype is like, it's like, I don't really, because like, do you invest everything you have into the hype, or do you not get a hype until like, do you wait? Like, because realistically, like, I don't know, like, because the good hype, you know, hype is good and all, but you still need good like armor, you still need good magical power, right? Even like your enchanting level has to be like pretty high to help with that a lot. So it's like, there's a lot of factors that you should do before getting a hype. It's just, I just feel like you gotta like find a way like to make a ton of money. Like that's like whether it's fishing, mining, investing, bazaar flipping, lowballing is a little bit different, but some people are really good at lowballing. They got the lowballing psychology down to a T to get like the maximum profits. That is a server, yeah. I mean, everyone. Balance profile is always the best because like I can fish if I want, right? Because I have a really good fishing setup. I can't really mine if I want, but like I could theoretically like buy a mining setup and then get into mining quickly, and then like slayers, I have good slayer weapons. I gotta do any of the slayers. Kudra, I have a good dungeon set if I want to do dungeons. Just I'll make sure I can do anything in the game. Are you in the festival? You're just doing Emans? Yeah, I'm just doing Emans. I just wanna like, I don't want to get distracted, and then I just want to get it done out of the way, so I don't have to worry about it anymore, and I can just do whatever I want until Diana. I did do 2 festivals before I knew Diana was mayor, but yeah, now I'm just focusing on Eman. How long you're streaming for? Till I hit Eman 9. So it's gonna be a couple hours, for sure. Like lots of hours. It depends how efficient I am, If I die a lot, it's gonna be another extra 30 minutes, right? If I'm efficient, it'll be a little bit less. Dedication, yeah. Well, I just need to get it. I need to get into the flow state, Just try to, if I do like 50 a day, it's not gonna be. It's gonna feel so much worse dragging it out. Like I haven't really been paying attention to like the bosses really. Like I've done 1400 tier 4s. I've gotten to the point where I can, except for the occasional skill issue, I don't even have to really look. And obviously my gear's good enough so I can survive most of the time. And unless I nuke myself with my like explosive arrows or die to a beacon. After Eman 9, like before Eman, like obviously it'll be Diana. But like for like the day, like before Diana and that I'll have time, I'll just probably go into like lava fishing and fishing festivals and just work on like getting some bestiary and stuff like that. Let's continue because I am fishing 50s with like the XP, or not the XP, the I guess you could say the XP, like the fishing XP doesn't really matter to me. It's more that I just need I'm pretty much I just need the bestiaries. There's a ton of bestiary. That's like you finally see hotspots. Yeah, I'm glad that you finally were able to see it yourself. Like yeah, that's must be very frustrating not being able to see the hotspots for this long. Were you able to still get the sea creatures though, even though you couldn't see it? Like, were you able to fish like the hotspot creatures still? I don't remember if I was able to, but yeah. Yeah. So okay. So it's not like you were doing. I thought you were like doing it for like days, like since like the start of Marina, and you were never able to. You were fishing for days without the hotspot. But if it's just one day, that's kind of how long it took me. Which I think, I don't know. I feel like I feel like there should be some easier way to figure that out without actually having to talk to the NPC. Or like when you first talk to, maybe it's like, maybe it is like like there's like objective versus talk to lone adventurer. Like maybe that's like what it says, but I just I just completely ignore that. Like I think like this might be like the first step to do in the and us. Yeah, I really never do that. Yeah, I don't think like all the villagers. It's I've that's like the first quest you get in the hub, and it took me like over a month just to find them all. I don't know what the quest is now, but like where is the lone adventure the one at the top? Like I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I don't think it's that important. I'm actually wondering, do I have the? Now I'm thinking about like NPCs. Like I'm pretty sure there's an NPC like the Dragon Essence NPC like that gives you more combat wisdom. But I don't know. I think I have it maxed. Okay, I do have it maxed. That's good. I just don't have this maxed, and I don't have that maxed, but everything else is maxed. If I wasn't getting, I didn't get that perk. There's all these Emans. All right, just making sure. 1 or 2 hours to kill for the festival. Nice. Do you have a Megalodon pet? The finding a good lobby is actually super crucial because the first fishing festival I did, I had like 7 teeth, but the party wasn't that good. And the second festival I did, it was a really there was a fully maxed out 24-person lobby, everyone fishing, and I got 17 teeth versus 7, or 16 teeth instead of 7. So I got double the money. It also helps that I have a really good weapon to I can out loot share other people because I have I'll have the best gear to loot share. But my friends has got 9 pets and that's a lot. Man, that's crazy. How does loot share work? Well, you have to be. If you're the top 5% or top 5 damagers, so let's say there's this boss, right? If everyone hits it, the person who obviously spawns it will get the credit, but then the 5 next people who do the most damage will roll for the loot share, which pretty much you multiply all the drops by 20% of the original drop chance, and that's the new drop chance. So since the base drop chance of Shark Teeth is 10%. Loot share will be 2%. Now, obviously, there's magic find and the looting enchant that will obviously make it higher, but stuff like that. So, if you're level 20 with a livid dagger, you're not gonna be able to do as much damage as someone with the hype like me. So if we're both fighting the mob, I'm probably gonna be doing more damage. And even though there is technically a damage cap until it reaches a certain health threshold, but even so. That's why a lot of parties will have a maximum of 6 people, a lot of fishing parties and Diana parties and stuff like that. Killing I tried earlier with my Yeti. Yeah, it's just the damage your damage that you deal, it matters a lot. I mean, it's kind of oh my god, I just died. I just skill shoot so hard there. The game it's technically not PvP, but it's there's still some ways where you have to compete with other people, fighting dragons. The more damage you do, the higher up in the leaderboard 2 bar. And obviously Marina, Fishing Festival, and stuff like that. So melee's a strat? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think it just matters your damage per second and like how often your hits are. Like I'm not sure if there's like a best type of way to kill it. Like term, I don't know if term's better or something. Like, you know, I haven't really tested it, but you know, using my hype seems to be good enough, right? I think I do. Cause you can also spam it a ton, like where you can like attack really fast with it. Okay, where did my boss go? Where did my boss spawn? There it is. Yeah, hype is the key. Yeah, hype is the key. It's been like this for what, like 3-4 years now. Which, you know, I wonder if they're ever gonna make it like a multi-purpose weapon that's like better than the hype. Because it heals, it teleports, it does damage, and it does AoE damage, and it does a lot of AoE damage. And it's not that bad for melee damage. Like it still does like a solid amount. So it's not even the worst for melee. But the Shadowfur is good, Giant Sword. Well, pretty sure the progression goes, you know, Livid Dagger, Shadow Fury, Giant Sword, and Claymore, right? I feel like that's the order of like melee weapons. Oh yeah, also Midas. Yeah, I don't know how good the Midas Sword is, but the new rework, like, I don't know how good they are. I know they have like niche cases and like master mode and stuff. It's so expensive. Yeah, aren't it like isn't it like 500 mil the cap on Midas like staffs now? Like you can put up to 500 mil in it. Like 5% difference, Chelsea. Like between hype or like Claymore and Claymore versus Midas stuff. I mean, Skyblock players are so like the power creep goes up over time, right? Like the threshold requirements like go up too as like, you know, it goes on. Like right now, my gear right now for Kudra would be insane a year and a half ago, right? Like I would have pretty good loot, like pretty good armor, but now like I have below average Kudra armor, and like, you know, 15 build net worth 2 years ago was end game. Now I'm like mid to late game. Honorable minus. I feel like selling stuff is pointless. Like selling and rebuying, like you're just gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck in the loop forever. Because you have no incentive to like make money if you just sell whenever you want to transfer. You're never gonna be able to like progress quickly. For Lifeline's definitely preferable, but you know I don't know if you've watched me enough, but I can't even kill an Eman with 6,400 mana. So, you know, our skill issue way too much in Kudra in terms of the combat phase. You know, like what to do, I know what to do, but but the mechanics, like I can't execute it that well. So I have, you know, I have the best Dom equipment I can get, right? Dom 10. So it is definitely worse than Lifeline, but for me, I'm better with Dom than I am with Lifeline. Yeah, but the thing is too is like with Lifeline, like I like, you know, I like fall into lava sometimes during the last fight. Like sometimes I'll like, yeah, I just skill issue, so it's really not worth it for me. All meta and coping, yeah. When I used to play this game, like Lifeline just started to become meta like after I started playing Kudra, and I never made that. I never made the swap then, so. You know, I imagine eventually I could get the hang of it, but you know, like in the grand scheme of things, like the difference between max Dom and max Lifeline is like, okay, I should say just 70% damage, but 70% damage isn't that crazy when like, you know, like that's like what? Like G-Drag is 250%, right? So like, you know, it's like a quarter of a G-Drag, of the worth of a G-Drag. And G-Drag also has other buffs including it. And you're not always, you know, like your success rate using Lifeline, you're more likely to die than using Dom. So, you know, it's not truly 70%, and it's additive, not multiplicative, so. You probably lose, like, maybe, like, a couple seconds per Q run because of it. Yeah, I mean, there definitely is Dom users still. I mean, you know, I have other gear that's pretty maxed out that will like make up for the fact that I have Dom. Like I have, you know, I don't have a crazy amount of magic power, but you know, 1400 is still pretty solid. I have, you know, power 7 on my bow. I have cubism 6, right? Like it's pretty good. You're saying Lifeline power 7 is Dom. Wait, Lifeline is power 7 and Dom is worse than power 0? What do you mean? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like the 70%, like for me wouldn't make the difference because of the skill issue I will have using the Lifeline. Like will not, like it won't actually be 70. I won't actually get the full effects of the Lifeline because you know I'll fail and I'll die right off the rips on runs and like, you know, like sometimes I'll maybe like not be able to. I won't be able to like shoot Kudra quick enough because I'm still using my Lifeline like stuff. And it's just way more inputs. Like the amount of more inputs, like I already swapped like half my hotbar, like or like 2/3 of my hotbar. So if I'm swapping even more, like it's just too much. Like, you know, just in terms of like your hand getting sore and just, you know, there's multiple. That's why the difference between 7% is more than really. I guess it is. But that's assuming, you know, you have maximum Lifeline, which Lifeline is more expensive than Dom, you know. Dom is cheaper to get max, so, you know, if I invested the same amount of money into Lifeline, I'm not actually getting the true, you know, the 70% difference. Like obviously, if you're super rich, you'll get that 70%, but most people like, it's not actually 70%. Because like I would probably only be able to afford like Lifeline 9, so like, it's probably only around like 50. It'd be like 50% more in that regard. If I only had like lever such, yeah, it's like it's like with all the other damage buffs like within the game, like the Lifeline doesn't really make a huge difference. And it's just so much more taxing on your hands, and like, there's just so many other things that like, and the you know how expensive. Okay, so Dom 10. You know how much Dom 10 costs on Terror? 30 million. Like it's just 30 million, right? To get Dom 10. But you know how much Lifeline 10 costs on Terror to get the God roll? It's like first of all it's like 70 mil for the armor, which is like, but it's like 5 mil for the Terror. So, you know, I would not, I mean, obviously if you're starting new, if I would obviously recommend using Lifeline if you're first starting out to like, you know, to make sure you learn the right way, but it's not worth the swap. I think they're not 2 million per, they're literally, I got so many of my Dom 5 pieces for under 1 million coins. Like literally under million for a lot of the time. Like obviously you don't want to buy all 32 at once, right? There's not gonna be 32 Dom 5 pieces on the H. Like you'll buy like
you know, 5 or 6. You check it later in the day, buy a couple more the next day, right? Like, and you slowly work on it. No way, Thomas has only dropped to 30. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Like, I'll look up right now the cheapest Dom 5 equipment right now, or Dom 5 armor piece. Because the equipment's obviously more expensive, but that's for Lifeline as well. Okay, so the cheapest leggings right now is $1 million. Like the boots and the chest plate's up a little bit right now, but you know eventually they go up and down over time. Okay, why is the dang? The equipment used to be 3 mil. Like I bought a lot of these equipment pieces for like 3 mil per, and now they're up to 7 mil, which is crazy. Oh, so much Lifeline costs. I guess Lifeline's like around the same price, a little bit more maybe. But obviously the God roll. That was a 2 mil. They were used to not be 2 million per. Okay, I have screenshot. I definitely have like when I search up attribute prices, there definitely is like times where it's under like $1 million. Oh, let's see. Yeah, like right here. I'll take a screenshot just for you, fine. I'll send it to you. This was 4 days ago. The price of Dominance. It was 900K for the chest plate, 900K for the boots. It was 1.3 mil for the leggings. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to screenshot for me. Like, why is it like not? Like, why is it? Okay, it doesn't pop up, but you know, just believe me. That was like 4 days ago. It was literally under $1 million. But obviously, yeah, Lifeline is still, it's definitely, Lifeline is better. It's just, I'm not disagreeing with that. But I remember, didn't Lifeline used to, I swear Lifeline used to cost like 3 million though, when it was like the meta. Because people used it in dungeons as well. Like I remember Dom Shards used to cost like double, like 10 plus mil. Now it's a lot cheaper. Oh my god, 326 bosses left, and I'm done. This is Dom in Dungeons, yeah, but I think some of the people use like the Shadow Assassin cloak because of the speed. I think it's slightly more speed, but it's not like it's not as like meta as it used to be. I'm pretty sure, or either that or like you know people just don't care to like play dun. I don't want to say that, but like since obviously the floor doesn't get harder, but like the gear gets better. Like people don't really need to spend that much money on the Dom equipment. But if there's like cheaper alternatives. Oh, so is this Archer's just on the speed belt? Really? Well, I'm talking about the belt. I'm talking about the the cloak, right? But like I'm saying is like M7 2 years ago is a lot harder. Like the average M7 player 2 years ago was a lot weaker than the average M7 player now. So like having Dom wasn't necessary to like reach the strength levels to like actually like deal with M7. Really? They don't use it for the speed? Like I thought they used that for the speed, like the Shadow Assassin cloak for speed. So they can help them reach max speed. Hypixel Assassin? I think that's how you spell it. Like this thing gives you 23 speed, right? I feel like that's pretty good. And you get 70 health, some crit chance, lots of strength. I mean, obviously it's hyper max, but 670 mil for that. That's pretty... But I guess Dom 10 speed, you'll get more speed from a Dom 10, like a 1010. What I do for dungeons, I just put all my enrichments on speed, and I still do, I'm feeling I'm still fine on damage, but I'm not at the M7 level yet, so we'll see when I get there. I just know I'm gonna absolutely hate the M7 experience. Like what I've heard of people talking about M7 and just like, it just not look like a good place to be. It's like it's either I play with, you know, there should be cheaters, people with huge egos, you know, people who are shit. Party fighter's gonna take like 10 minutes. Just in general, even dealing with all that, it's still gonna take forever to even find parties and lobbies and did I Stockholm yourself? Yeah. Well, like the floor itself might not be bad. It's just the everything else, like the culture and the environment surrounding it, like that. And obviously, like, you know. But yeah, I'll have to like convince myself to like it somehow. 10 minutes? I mean, I don't know. I've never done it. You know, it could be even longer. I'm just saying. I just know it takes a decent bit. How long is the average? Like, starting from 1 out of 5? How long would it take to find a party? At least during Cole, or during not Cole, during Paul, because I really don't do dungeons outside of Paul. I'm gonna test it now for you. Do you think I'll get Eman 9 first? Like, I mean, even like whenever I watched like Yachty when he was doing his kata, like I would tune in sometimes to his oh my god, no SOS. But I would tune into his stream, and even he couldn't find. Like it took him forever to find parties, even at a YouTube rank. Like, and he would have to sit for like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes to find one person. And Paul's pretty fast. Where you're finding actually good parties in Paul. It's like it's like a pro and con. Like you find more parties, but the parties are lower quality. I mean, that makes sense. But I imagine though, like the fact that the runs are easier itself, like the fact that you get like better blessings. Oh my god, I just completely screwed that over. But you get better blessings. You obviously get more score. So like the run times are probably like comparable, even though the party's worse. Like everything, like the other stuff, like the stuff made. How much? What cat do you think 500 M5s and 500 M6s will give me? Like, do you think that'll be like cat of 48 enough for like good M7 parties, or do you think I'll have to like do a lot more than 500 M5s and M6s? I don't know what cat are you, Prince Monkey? I feel like set it to your cat level. Yeah, I'd say, you know, leech meta. I do that for Kuja sometimes, but honestly though, like that was only in the beginning. But like now that I just have like I have better gear and better like better run totals, that like parties aren't too bad to find. Oh, so like cause okay. So if you're a cat of 50, it's not as bad, but getting to the cat of 50 is the hard part. Honestly, I might do 500 of each run before M7, before I even touch M7, like so I can be as high a cat as possible. I've already done all of the M3s. Like I've done 500 M3s already. I'll probably do 500 M5s, then I'll work on doing 500 M6s, and then I'll just go do the lower floors, like M2, M1, and M4, and then hopefully I'm like kind of caught up where M7 is as easy as possible. Because, you know, maybe I'll get like one kata level from like 500 M2s. Will you enter as a cheesehead? What does that mean? Like a cheater? I don't cheat, if that's what you're asking. Oh, gold head? I mean, I guess I'll have to do 100 M7. I'll probably do a couple 100 F7s. I also probably just need to practice F7 because right now I am atrocious at F7. Like I have 4 F7 comps. Like I am so bad at it. And like obviously, if I do 100 F7s, I'll probably get better at, you know. Like I'm not gonna play healer when I get into M7 because I heard that's like one of the more difficult classes. If I'm trying to do it, doing 1,000 F7s like before I can touch M, that would be insane. Do people actually do that? Like do 1,000 F7s before they get into M7? Like I feel like that's just torture. Like you're going through torture to go through more torture. Like I feel like this is horrible. That sounds horrible. That's it's like running to a marathon. Like, but you like run like from your house. Like you run like 15 miles to get to the marathon. But you have to run all the way just to even start the marathon. Like, I feel like that's what 1,000 F7s would be like. Here's what you know, not gonna lie, yeah, but like in terms of like learning, like I feel like that's not the first class that I should learn, right? Like, what's the easiest? Probably like tank, right? Because you kind of just sit there and that's about it. You just don't die as you roll. Oh, dude, class average 50 is gonna suck. Already know class average. The dungeons is definitely gonna be the worst grind. Like all these, like this is like, you know, Eman 9 is rookie numbers. Like it is nothing compared to the M7. Like you do the M7 grinds for months. Like once you hit Kata 50, like you know you still have to play for a couple months just to even hit class average 50 if only playing dungeons. Think is AFK like half a boss? Yeah. See that's like the perfect role for me. As long as I have good enough gear, I can just tank it. That's all I need. Maybe and tank probably time for ETS. Well, I guess the only thing what mage would do different is like crystals, right? Like that's pretty much the only thing different. Like mage gets crystals and tank just that's pretty much the only difference. I guess like debuffing, but you debuff as like. Debuffing isn't like difficult or anything. Actually, I'm gonna look at what's like. Do you know what Yachty's like actual IGN is? Is it like OG Yachty or something like that? Right? I'll see how many M7s he did just to hit Kata 50. See this or this without an underscore. I think there's an underscore. Yeah, actually I don't know his name. It's just okay. You think it's just Yachty? Oh yeah. Okay. So he did 3,100. That's an absurd amount of M7s just to hit class average 50. Like 3,200. Like if you take what, like even if you get like insane 6-minute runs with 0 downtime, that's still like what, like 320 hours, assuming 0 downtime in Party Finder between runs, and you're getting 6-minute runs every single time. 300 hours, which is that's gonna be absurd. Hopefully they buff like the ways to get class average XP by then. Because like they have the essence shops, which help a little bit, but it's not like it helps too much. They need buffed, yeah, but they need that even more. You know, they need to give it more ways. It needs to be more than 10%. It needs to be like 50%. Like it needs to be 24/7 derpy or something like that without the HP buff. Why do I have dummy? Oh, I don't have the I need the bottle. I feel like I've been drinking so many bottles. Alright. That almost died. Trying to get that beacon. Wait, all perk classes? Wait, what does that mean? When do we add a perk class? Because it gives one like ability damage. I mean, don't you get more intelligence for every class level anyways? Like, technically it is small buffs, right? For like every class level you get. Like the ability cooldown gets reduced, you get more. Yeah, or I guess or are you talking about like just like a perk of reaching it as level 50? But honestly, if you're reaching class average 50, like you really don't need the perks because you're probably such good gear that like the buff probably won't matter. Unless they add like more floors, which they're not gonna do. They need to add tier 5 Svens in Tarantula. And give like tier 10 Slayers or level 10 Slayers. Because they added Van, which is a cool addition, but like that also only goes to like 5. The Shannon jungle thing, yeah. What's even up with that? Like it's. I think they just trolled us. They're just trolling. They're not actually gonna do anything with it. They should definitely do a rework of like the Oasis. Like I feel like the only thing there is like what pelts, right? Like that's like the only thing that's really like that really happens over there on that island is like the pelt farming thing. I feel like they could do so much with like the sand dune. If with the tower is 3 to 5 business days, yeah. Not coming soon means before. I think that's before the forging update, though. I think they'll release it before the forging update, at least. Man, I feel like they have so many things that they could do. Like, you know, I'm not sure how hard it is to like actually code them and like make them work on everything. But yeah, I feel like the idea is there's so many ideas left, like that they could still explore. Like I was talking about yesterday, if they had like a new slayer, like a skeleton slayer, that like since like if you think about it, like the term is like Kudra and dungeons, right? It doesn't really have a slayer purpose. Like it helps with like, you know, hits phase on Eman, but like, you know, like you can technically use like this like the souls, or you can use like a juju if you really needed to. But I feel like they could add like a skeleton slayer they can only kill with a bow, and like it shoots you with like you shoot each other with bows, and like that's like a new slayer type or something. I feel like there's, I mean, I don't know how good that would be, but it's an option. Yeah, I could be on the Hypixel creative team. Come up with a bunch of ideas. That would not like. Imagine trying to optimize your term out of dungeons. I mean, what do you mean optimize your term outside of dungeons? Like, I mean, it's just like a term. Like, I feel like what would you need? Optimize damage? I mean, it'd just probably use terror armor, right? Like terror armor and a term, like. Because if anything, but terror armor is only used for Kudra. Like it just has no other purpose. I mean, that's not a big of a deal. Just swap your tallies around, like swap your Reforge around and your tunings. I feel like it's not that too bad to do a Slayer. And that's what I'm doing for Eman. Like I'm swapping my. You have to do that for anyways. Like you have to optimize your term for Kudra because you're gonna want like there's Ren terms, there's duplex terms, which you don't use Soul Eater in Kudra. Like Kudra is like the definition of optimizing damage, like the stuff that people do. Welcome back, Mr. Zark. Who has database assuming Rag because they believe Kudra will die before Rag expires? Yeah, I'm saying it's like things are getting way more optimized now. Like everything is becoming min-max and like yeah, you gotta. If you want to be able to make the most money, you gotta be the most efficient possible. So you maximize money. You can't. Things are getting like money making methods are competitive. I feel like you can't just farm anymore casually and make like, you know, 20 million an hour. You have to like have a hyper maxed, perfect gemstones. Make sure you're on the right reforged on equipment, and you're armor pet swapping to like 4 different pets to pest farm. Like it's. You want to do some dojo? What's your ping? I feel like dojo isn't too bad. Like I mean, it takes time, obviously. But I feel like eventually you get the hang of like most of the challenges. You know, like you're like times it. I don't know. I mean, Ragax definitely takes a lot of time because it does like it's like a huge spike in damage. But like stuff like mana draining and like lifeline that we were talking about earlier, like it doesn't really save that much. Now, obviously, if you do 50,000 runs like Future 77 does, you know, it definitely adds up. But for most people who are not going to do 50,000 runs, and they're only going to do like a couple thousand, like it doesn't really matter. 60 MS? No, I'm saying, yeah, but see, unless your ping's terrible, but that applies for like Harp 2 and stuff like that. But like I assume most people are not going to be EU, right? Like I feel like it's pretty late in Europe right now. And Asia, I guess it could be like early morning. Harp has macros. Doesn't Dojo have macros too? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna macro the Harp, but the last two songs are pretty impossible. Well, I haven't even gotten to the last song because I have to complete the song before that first. I got no flare for mana. Does cheats are far easier to detect? Except for precise, yeah. I mean, I feel like some of the challenges, like I feel like the one where you have to move over the top of the lava, like I feel like that one would be prepared to detect because you're essentially just doing moving inputs and jumping. Like there's 5 inputs. But like stuff like the archery would be kind of sus if you like or like a little too accurate every single time, and you like have perfect lineup to all like the little targets with the bow. And like some of them are just like hitting mobs like with the right sword. Like I feel like that's not really a macro. Like I feel like some of them are easier to detect than others. The ping, yeah. Honestly though, like my ping is kind of high. Like usually it's actually kind of like I don't know what's up with like the servers lately, but my ping used to be in like the 40s and 50s, but lately like I've been having 60, 70 ping, like. But I know I'm not. It's like it's still like, you know, better than like probably like 75% of the player base. Like pretty much only the Americans and like Canadians will have better ping than me. Because I live kind of far away, even though I still live in America. I live far away from the server. I'm surprised they don't have like a way where you can just pay and like get out of it. Because I think there's a thing. I think there's a way to. There's like other things you can do. Like I forgot what it was, but you can pay your way out of something and not have to like you can skip something that I know is like pretty difficult and you just pay your way through. I think it's the Jax contact. I'm pretty sure you can just pay your way through, right? Instead of like actually having to do the shooting test. So they could do. I feel like they should do something with like where you can like pay like the people off to like to get the challenges or whatever. Yeah. But I'm talking about like, you know what I mean? Like to do that for like the actual ping difficult things that like. I mean, you don't have to make it cheap. Like you can make it like, you know, like 10 million to get 1,000 per like 1,000 score, or you know, 20 million to get 100% on a song. Like, it doesn't have to be super. It can be pretty expensive, but people obviously would still do it. I should definitely do contacts soon. Like I'm missing multiple levels, and I feel like there's some contacts that I wish I had that I don't have. Like, what contacts do you really need? Like, which contacts are like better to have that are like, you know what I mean? That's like actually worth it, than rather than like actually going to find them or whatever. Two out of 2 bill. That actually might be a little too cheap. No one wants to buy Hazmat Endermans right now. I have so many. Cookies have gone. I feel like people who buy cookies, like, there's no way people like sell cookies, like, or like buy cookies from the shop, right? Like, I feel like it's such a scam. Like, $3 for 12 million coins. That's such a scam. And you don't even eat them; you literally sell them. You get a cool number here. Yeah. $100 package. But even so, like, I feel like waiting for a fire sale is always way worth it. Like, I feel like the cat girl skin was like, what? It's like worth 100, even if those is 100 mil, right? This was like, what, 6 cookies worth? Because it was like, what, 1,800 coins or Skyblock gems, or maybe was it like 2,100 gems? I don't even know. But this is essentially worth like over 8 cookies. So like, you know, 8 cookies is $24. And I don't think it was $24 for the skins. It used to be a lot more. I feel like they've gone down. I feel like they were like 130 mil a week ago. I don't know. I guess people like Sunx, you know, they're like single-handedly like keeping the booster cookie price down. Because realistically, like, how much would I like pay to like have a cookie versus, like, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, I would pay like 25 mil a cookie if I had to. Because the cookie is like so much necessary that, like, I'm just surprised it hasn't got up like so high. I think I've been close, right? Oh, less than 300 bosses left. Oh my god. I could sniff the end. It's so laggy. I can't even face skip.
Is it gonna fix itself, or I might swap lobbies? Let's go back up again. Okay. Easy. Good stretch right there. Oh, that felt nice. Another one down. And the more that I think about it, the more I think I'm not gonna be able to hit Eman 9 tonight. Unless I stay up like an all-nighter. Yeah, but even if I do finish it tomorrow, that's still pretty nice. Server, not again. Oh my, 200k HP? Are you kidding me? There we go. Let me relook at the price of Magic Find Vet equipment, because I'm probably gonna start looking into that before it gets too expensive before Diana. Like 38 mil for the belt? Like how bad is that? Attribute price, or I should go H, search Molten Belt. We go to 38 mil. Why is it 38? Someone must have just bought it. Oh my god,
it's gonna be so high. 41. Seems to be the price. There's a lot of them here. Oh my god. Yeah, 41 seems to be the price. The bracelet's 35 mil though. It's not that bad. Look at it's like that. It's cheap. Unless it. Yeah. Even that, like, even Lifeline Maniple is super cheap. MPMR is cheap. Oh, 35. Still the next page. That's 38. Oh, but it's like worth. It's like such like it's like the super low attribute. So it might just be better to buy this for 38. That's so why is it so much? Whatever. We move on. Hold on a second, I gotta find my phone. I think my phone just disappeared. I'll find it. I'll find it a little later. Does the beacon always say the beacon's behind you unless it actually goes behind you? I should pay more attention to that. Cause like that wasn't like I feel like that was in front of me, not behind me. Dude, why do I have like no? I feel like I have no mana. Like what's up? Like I feel like I guess I'm forgetting to place the Westlers. I guess. Failed to skip. Oh my god, I almost died. I have to be careful. Oh my god, I almost killed myself again. In game. 200.
Like 92 bosses away still. Okay, I gotta log in floor. I feel like I could be forgetting the place down SOS flares. Like I was so smooth doing Emans yesterday, even though I was dying, but I was killing them quickly. But I feel like this is so slow, like 33 seconds. If I really want to try to be done tonight, I can't make any mistakes. Should probably save that for the next fight, the next spawn phase. Maximum efficiency. Hey Frosty, hello, long time to see. I see you on it here and there. It doesn't feel like you're on it too much anymore. Do you play other games now, or what's up? I got money now. Yeah. I'm rich. Did you drop core? Not today. Well, did I drop core today? No. I dropped one last night, like towards the end of stream. But none today. Sadly, I still have 200k meter. I just have to do been really busy, so you just I see, I feel. But I mean, Frosty, the account that I was on before, it disappeared, right? So like, I think the person I was in a co-op with, he got routed. Because he still has me added on Discord, but he blocked me in game, so that makes me feel like, you know, he got routed, and like the person he routed, like his account got like, he just blocked everyone on the friends list. Hey, really? Yeah, this is a newer account. But obviously, you know, the second playthrough makes it a lot. You can, you know, it's so much faster to progress because you actually know what you're doing. How many bosses do I need? Like 340, I think. It's a lot less than it was yesterday. Yesterday was like what, like 900 when I started or something crazy. Guys, you like the place where you were since the last? What do you mean? Hmm? You had 300 earlier? Was I at 300 bosses earlier? I mean, I think I was like, what did I say now? Like 2. I thought I said like 2. Did I not say 290 or something like that? No, I'm saying like yesterday. Like yesterday, when I started the stream, I was like 900 bosses away. But obviously, I've done a lot of bosses since. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I pretty much had all this a year ago. Like most of my profile, like I'm slightly further ahead than I was back then than I am now. Do I need more cookies or am I max cookie buffs? Alright, we still got bits available. It got more, yeah, I definitely got more now, but like, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of weeks ago, it was pretty much the same stage. %50% rare chance isn't good. I mean, it's better than 0 buff, right? I feel like, you know, 50% more money essentially what you're getting, right? Well, I guess not 50% more, because if you're doing it in a party, you know, you're gonna be getting loot shares too. But like, I feel like it's gotta be a decent amount of money increase, right? Like, even if it only gives you like, you know, 1 more Chimera, that's still a lot of money. What do you mean hurts your setup? So it's like someone that, yeah. I mean, the thing is though, I gave away a lot of my net worth anyways. That like I didn't really have much. Like I had Inferno minions, my hype, my Aurora, and I think that was about it. Everything and some of my accessories I think I still kept. But like I probably had like 4 build net worth, like if that, like 3 build net worth probably. Because I literally gave away everything. Even for number 1 slime getting mid 9 is. Why are you going for number 1 sludge? That bestiary is horrible. Tried a little bit of fishing update. Honestly, it's not too bad. I feel like it's a cool idea to have like the fishing parts. I think that's pretty cool. So you don't have to like get a rod for every part of the game, and you just have the sinkers and stuff. For slime collection, is that really worth getting? Like just rather than just like going to the like the slime area in the dwarven mines. Like I feel like that's pretty good, right? For slimes. Because I feel like getting slime, like getting that bayou sludge is like super rare. Like, it takes me like you get like you see one like every like 15 minutes. Yeah, there's nothing slime. Yeah, like the little things above it, right? Like the big slime things, like where it has all that like the emerald area, has a bunch of slimes. Yeah, so but yeah, I have everything soul bounded right now. Like everything, literally everything in my hotbar is soul bounded. I just haven't sold it bound to my armor, pretty much. Deep caverns, that's what I meant. Yeah, deep caverns, dormant mines, the same. It's like they're like right next to each other. It's like they're like the lift is like 3 floors away. Why? I have a question. Why are you going for number 1 slime collection? I feel like that's pretty like. That's pretty crazy, right? It's a lot of slime balls. Didn't they like nerf it, like slime so much, like the slime minions? Like I feel like. They said you're gonna bless my next aim at the core. I don't think that's gonna work. I have to like not expect to get a core, and that's when I get the cores. I know that a lot of people say that, but it didn't affect the rates. But like, what's the point of doing slime collection? Like, it's not like you make tons of profit about it, right? Like of all things you could go for number 1 at, I feel like slimes are pretty down there. Like if someone's just like, yeah, I'm number 1 in like rev kills, like that's oh, that's pretty cool. Like, you know, I have the most like M3 comps. Cool. The honor Mayor Dante, maybe it's a. So you're an extremist in Minecraft. I don't think Dante's coming back. I think he's gone for good. What is that, like what, 279 or something left? Not bad. Got a lot of YouTube ranks. Like who's joined you in the slime minion collection race? It feels like you're spreading propaganda right now. No, I completely failed. I got like 5 hours ahead of me. I better get so many Chimera books during Diana. Like I better get one like the first 5 Inquis. Like I better get 5 Chimeras. I don't even know what my magic find will be like. Like I max if everything's like on magic find, I get magic find equipment, renowned sorrow. Yeah, beacon. Obviously enrichments. All to magic find. Probably get like with the day axe. No chimera on the day axe, but I should probably get like over 300 magic find, which should be pretty solid. It's not like max or anything, but it's be pretty nice. Little sub 30, we like that. Like to see. Oh my god. I just saw that. I just saw my term out and I just clicked the ground. And I decided. I don't think making a video featuring you means you join it. Right? Like I feel like making a video doesn't mean you're part of you're not associated, right? Like if the news makes a video on the MS-13 gang, doesn't mean they're part of it. It just means they're talking about it. And then To Be Determined doesn't have YouTube rank. Mallcraft and Zach plays that. Those are the YouTube ranks though. I don't. What is it? Is that what, like Turkish or something? That looks like some sort of Eastern European language, like Slovakian or something like that, or Russian. I'm failing all the skips. I was actually surprised I got the I got that beacon. Usually I die whenever he teleports up there for some odd reason. So I survived. Try to sell my stuff inventory, make it a little bit cleaner. Come down here. There we go. Oh my god, please do not kill myself. One by one, Eman 9 will come. What a poet. I'm such a poet. I got hitting the rhymes. Here's a dark and texture pack. I mean, like, what I see on my screen is a little bit different with the stream sees because of my monitor settings. Like, it's like a little bit different, so it's not like. But honestly, though, it's actually brighter on my screen than it is on the stream itself. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't really pay attention to like the background as much. Like, I just kind of just, I keep my eyes focused on the boss and me. So it's like I'm really just looking at blue and black. Recommended. I'm gonna stick with. I can't be distracted at all. You know, I'm only doing Eman. No distractions. Maybe the ice art's so nice. I mean, I haven't really complained too bad. Like, I feel like it's been pretty fine for me. That's someone else's boss. And I think a majority of players, don't use texture packs when they play Minecraft. Like Hypixel, yeah, but like I feel like most people don't have a problem with it. I think Skyblock players are just they're super perfectionists. They need everything to be exactly how they want it. Like everything has to be perfect. Or do you think it's because like you know like it's like using light mode over dark, I guess. But it's not like there's still dark stuff. Okay, that kind of sounds kind of racist. Because I was talking about the obsidian and the Enderman. The colors are darker. Or it's kind of like, you know, like how smokers, like, they don't really smell the smoke, but like when you walk past a smoker, it smells like horrible. Like, I use dark. Well, actually, I'm not even on dark mode on YouTube, but you know, I'm full screened anyways. So like, I don't like, you know, I'm not actually seeing the darkness. Which usually I don't know why I'm not on dark mode. I think it just resets, and I'm just too lazy to swap it back. Like I'm on dark mode on Twitch. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. I'm on dark mode. And like obviously, like on my phone, I use dark mode. Or maybe like the. Oh my god. I didn't even use my wand. I don't know why I didn't use my wand, and I just jumped straight into it. I even pressed W straight into the laser. That's not what I have to do. I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Like I think I've died like what 4 times already today at the stream. So honestly, it's pretty good compared to the previous streams, but compared to how much I was dying. But I would say at least one of my deaths was from lag versus a skill issue. Actually, I've definitely died more than 4 times. I've probably died like 6 or 7 times. I do remember I had what 90 Enderman deaths last time I checked yesterday, and now I'm at 113. Oh my god, I've died 23 times since yesterday to Enderman. That's like what 11,000 XP that I missed out on because I was dead. That's great. And in general, like 112 is like what 60k. Like that's like, you know, that's like 2 hours of grinding I've failed. Like I could save down by not dying. Making sure I don't hit the lasers on accident. Thing is, I don't understand why it's such a big fail rate. Like I feel like the boss isn't even that difficult. Like, as long as you have the damage, like that's all that matters. Like I feel like it shouldn't be this difficult to kill the boss. 200k meter. Little 360 for the core. Reverse 360. Double my chances right there.
No item is not a core game. $438. I have so many bits too. I feel like, oh, I'm so excited for Diana. And the Griffin vet, like how much money does Diana make? Like for like a person with like solid magic find, but not like hyper max, like 500 magic find. Like I feel like it has to be like what, like 70 mil an hour probably for like people with like solid setups, but not like super max. With how expensive Griffin feathers are, it might actually be a little bit more. Yeah, go down this way. Okay, my right hand is getting sore and sore by the hour from clicking so much. Like you don't even click this much doing anything else besides like Eman, I swear. It may be like Tarantula Slayer, but Tarantula Slayer is so fast. Oh. I need like a hand massage. I almost didn't hear the boss spawn because of like the pearl drop that I got. Like the sound of it, like it like canceled out the spawning noise. I'm pretty SOS players, man. I have like no mana. Oh my god. I miss input. Alright, we're live. Like 45 seconds? Damn, super fast. Fishing festival soon though. Like 30 minutes for the fishing festival. I need the mana. I mean, at one point I had like 6 cores and like 2 and 3 of these, but I've been the rates are slowly going back to what they're supposed to be. Do I use refrigerate? Yeah, on the helmet. If I didn't have it, refrigerate, I would be dead. Like there's no way I'm surviving Eman without that, unless I had like E-drag or Enderelic, like in substitution. But when I bought it, it was like 50 mil. It's gone down a decent. It's gone down a solid amount. It's honestly, for how good it is, it's like really cheap. I don't even remember how like when it was added. It was definitely not. It was definitely like within like the past year or so. I don't remember having it before. How many? I feel like I've been eating these bottles like. Okay, I was gonna say I feel like I'm eating these bottles every hour, but I am literally eating these bottles every hour. The room book's gotta be super close. How far am I away? 28? 28 runic mobs from getting to max? Let's go. When does this get upgraded? Like 400? Is that when it gets upgraded next or something? Or 350? I feel like the book of progression's gonna be going up soon. You know the best, like one of the good things I can do to pass the time a lot of times when doing like the long grinds is like the chat. The chat kind of keeps me busy, reading, because some people have some very crazy things that they like to say, talk about, and it's like a little bit of a slight entertainment while I am grinding. Like someone earlier. Oh my god, no, please stop dying. It's such downtime because you gotta like restart the quest and you gotta go all the way back into the sculpture or the sepulture. How do you say that? Sepulture? I don't know why I've always said sculpture. That's sepulture. I don't even know what that means. Probably just means like some sort of like a type of like base or something. Wow, my bajillionth hazmat enderman. Worth a solid 1.1 coins. I'm gonna be rich. I feel like they're gonna put some of these like horrible items to have like a 10k NPC sell price or something.
He's like, I feel like nothing in the game should be worth 0.1 coins. Like, I feel like that's just a useless item if it's worth 0.1 coins. Like, what else is these? Like, the only other things that are worth like that little coins are like is like netherrack, cobblestone. Like the unenchanted version. Like, I can't even think of anything else that's really worth that like that little. I think I need that dragon. Oh my god. Of course I don't get to skip by 60,000 damage. $60K, that's gotta be like the lowest it's been without it like dying. That's 1 out of 28 there. Same as if like, what are they? The old chat's crazy. Is the wood here gonna be he's doing the fishing festival? I wish the best of luck to you guys. Hope you guys get plenty of shark teeth. Melee or RCM? Melee is definitely better. It's just I don't have a melee setup. I only have an RCM setup, so you know RCM's gonna be better for me. But in terms of like actually killing the boss, melee is like 1 to 2 seconds faster. Spawning is slightly also is like 1 to 2 seconds. Hold on, I don't want to die. It's like a couple seconds faster too because it takes less kills. You can have like attributes like a magic fun on it, which gives you better loot. You're doing it so perfect. Yeah, but you can do. I'm doing it pretty fast, but in terms of like, if you plan on like doing it as fast as possible, you melee would be the better option if you have the money for it, obviously. We can see how this is like 63 kills to spawn. The like if you get like a melee setup, it's like, you know, it's like 40. Got a relic? No, I don't got a relic. I'm high enough level and like I have enough HP where I can just tank it most of the majority of the time. And I can't just like stand under it forever. Eventually I'll die, but usually I'm dying because I kill myself or like with my turn with my explosive arrows, or I die from like forgetting about a beacon or something. Really? Does melee actually need Ender Relic? I guess because you don't have refrigerate. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that because you're not gonna be able to manage rain like you do with RCM. Well, I guess that also adds up to why, you know, melee is even more expensive on top of getting the Crimson armor. It's not cheaper overall, but it'd be like, it's cheaper overall because like you technically need a hype for RCM. You technically don't need one for melee. But like of the gear I already had, like I don't have any melee gear except for the Atom Split. But I don't have Crimson. Yeah, I guess I don't have Relic. Yeah. I do have the Geodrag though. Yeah, Habanero Tactics, yeah. That's what makes it slightly faster, right? Yeah, and you get better loot because it's higher magic farm from it. But it's also super expensive, like Habanero Tactics, so it's just like, it just comes down to price. And since like, I'm not gonna do any more Emans. Like I'm gonna need it for Blaze for sure though, like because it's gonna help a lot. Like you can't RCM Blaze. So I'm definitely gonna need a good setup for Blaze. Whenever I get around to doing that, which probably won't be for like a while. It would have to be at least during. It would have to be probably during an Aatrox because I'll be efficient with that. What is my name? Like my in-game name? Or in my real life name? Like my full government name. Username? It's the same as my YouTube name. It's AVALOPE. Yeah, let's have a look. You can see it's either, I mean, you can go Avalope, same thing. Oh, did not die. I got really close to dying there. There we go. If you're like trying to PV me, it's like I have a pretty well-rounded profile, except for alchemy and a little bit of farming. I'm pretty far behind on, but everything else I'm pretty good, like pretty advanced and like progressed. But obviously during Derpy I'll get alchemy 50. I got 347 attacking and Warden's helmet, and my kill time is really? Is that? I feel like it should be a lot faster than that. Do you get the phase skips? I feel like you should be able to get phase. Well, like, I guess what tier is your
What's your kill time, or not kill time? Like tier, armor tier. That's what I was trying to say. Like fiery, burning, infernal. Because I'm pretty sure the swipe, like the Crimson ability is what causes it, which makes it a lot easier to phase skip with melee. Is it infernal? Is your magic power? What's your magic power? Like I feel like you should be able to phase skip every time, right? Like I can phase skip, like see how I got like how many extra hits I got in, and I'm using execute, right? So like this is like the least amount of damage. 1.3k? Like, okay, you have like 100 MP. You should. I don't know, man. Like, there's gotta be. Is your, like, do you have like Enderman Slayer 7, Sharpness 7? Like, you got that stuff on your add-on split? Yeah, I don't. I just feel like I don't know. Yeah, you got that. You got G drag or E drag? Like I said, I'll go as fast as I can with this. I'll see how long it takes. Do you use explosive arrows? Like, are you using the explosive like trick or something? Or not trick, I should say, but just like the meta, like using explosive arrows to get their hit phase fast or something, or? Because like that was what 29.3. Because I saw you face skipping with RCM. I've been able to face skip for a bit with RCM. Do you have an app on Bill Bake? Do you think that's what it is? Because like 300 mil will be like what? I don't know what it would be exactly. Do you have is it level 200 you have too as well, I'm assuming? Yeah, I still feel like you should be getting like low 30s at least without it like, because you have like I have 1400 MP, right? Like it's not like my MP is crazy. Because like with 3740, that means you're not skipping even in the last phase. Like, are you using prosecute or execute? Because you should definitely be using execute. It's way better than prosecute. Should I save that for the next boss? But also, it's like if if you're like you're too weak for some reason, I don't know. Like then maybe like you have to like heal up more, and like that causes your timer to be slower. Because even then, I didn't get the phase skip, but like the second phase skip, I still got it. Well, it was like 31 seconds. Doesn't show it. Why don't you do catacombs? I'm not really a big fan. I don't really like dungeons too much. And when I do play dungeons, it's only during Paul. And it's only been Paul like 3 times ever on this profile, so like the progress is kind of slow relative to the other parts of the game. I think Party Finder is really bad on M5, and it's just not worth my time. Or like just in general, Party Finder is just not worth my time, unless it's Paul, because then Party Finder doesn't matter. Like Party Finder can't really throw as hard when you can get 10 extra score. Oh my god, I almost didn't grab it for some reason, even though I was like standing right next to it. Do I get Greg first or Hype? You're trying to leave dungeons? You didn't see M6 Party Finder? What do you mean M6 Party? What is M6? Is M6 even worse than M5? It takes 75 seconds to throw? How are you even doing M6 without a D-drag? I feel like don't you need a D-drag for M6? Like I feel like that's a requirement for that. Like, how are you gonna be able to kill anything without a G-Dragon M6? Best floor? Like, best party floor? I don't know. My experience has been pretty mid. It's reliant on if there's like a high kata mage in the lobby that LCMs for you. I can't do it. Guess Greg is better. What damage do you deal with damage with? I feel like Greg is so much better than every other melee pet. Like, it's not even close. If they found long runs, low money, and no one plays it because of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Party Master Mode does not like, or the Catacombs is not like a pleasant grind that, you know, it doesn't really appeal to me. Like with this, at least like it's at least it's just me, right? Like I control, well, in a way. Like there's obviously there could be people griefing my Emans, but like I don't think anyone's griefing my Emans yet. So at least not on purpose. But like with dungeons, it's so like you can really only do so much. Yeah, LCM, yeah, but LCM's super expensive though. That's the only thing. Like LCM, you can probably find parties so fast because like it's obviously the most expensive class. So maybe I'll do that. I'll just like I'll wait till I'm super rich so I can just LCM and find infinite parties. M7, I feel M7 is even worse. It's like because parties take forever unless you're like high kata or cheating. And obviously I'm not cheating, so that's gonna be just. I'm gonna have to like I don't have to wait for like Elon Musk's like Neuralink to take over and play the dungeons for me. You don't need max that up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you still need like I don't even have an M7 comp, so I can't even get a Claymore. I don't even have an M6 comp. And I obviously had to get like some stars on my Storm and Ancient and, you know, put some Onyxes on, stuff like that. And farm 19 is pretty low. I'm 42, but I'm kind of just waiting for Finnegan for his like his pest perk, so I can like grind it a lot and get a lot of progress. Because like pest is like it's faster than just normal like farming. I mean, it is more like hands-on work than just like having a pest repellent and just like going semi-AFK. But you know, the farming does not make money at all. You hate farming and fishing? Fishing honestly isn't that bad. Like like I said this before, like once you get like thunder armor, like fishing 36 is like pretty far along the fishing grind, but like if you have a high purse, like a billion coins going into for fishing, it's not too bad because you can progress like pretty quickly. Also, having a hype helps too, and you don't. I don't think you said you didn't have a hype, and that also speeds up the process a lot. How long will it take you to fishing 36 with minions? I feel like that's insane. I gotta get more arrows. I'm running out of arrows. I wonder how much. I've probably spent millions of coins, I swear, on coal. I'm just getting coal. Every click is 7,000 coins. A year? Gee, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be a while.
Let me call Jax. I could do it manually. How long is this profile for? Almost 3 months at this point. 3 months, I would say. But I will reiterate, it's not my first profile, right? So like, if it's your first time playing, you're not gonna get this far in 3 months. Like last time, my first playthrough, 3 months in, I was like level 140. You know, I was a noob. Prime Avalove. So my other account is like I already peaked. I played them. It's a little bit high, but I leave my PC all day to get bits, so it's a little bit biased. So it's like, I think it's like what, like 1050 probably. That's not global time. 1070, yeah. This is your peak. I'm peaking right now. It's every day is just a new peak for me. But yeah, like I'll play all day, or if I'll have my PC on all day if I play all day, and if I only play like 2 hours a day, I'll have my PC on. But I don't leave it on overnight because I don't want my PC because it kind of heats up my room. If I leave it at 24/7, my room's just too warm. So obviously, when I want to sleep, I obviously have to have it turned off. Yeah, 4 days a day. Well, no, it's just I'm RNG carried, so that helps too. But I know like how to play the game. Like if you know how to play the game, everything's way more efficient, right? Like within the first month, like I had a hype within like before 2 weeks, right? Like I had so many things. Like I dropped an alloy on one of my profile was like 20 days old. Right, and then like a week later, I dropped another alloy. Right, so like, a month and a half, and I'm like already like 8 bill net worth from scratch. But I'm not cheating. Yeah, I don't cheat though. Like, I mean, I'm definitely not macroing. I mean, have you seen my farming collections? I'm definitely not macroing. I've farmed like. Have you seen how outrageous my farms look? I have 2 farms. And it's mushroom and sugarcane. Is auto trading? Nah, you can. There's no way to verify, I guess, right? Unless you just like, I guess you can see my net worth over time, and it's like, it doesn't really like have a huge spikes until I drop alloys. No, I don't trade. I mean, you can see, like, I mean, obviously, I haven't recorded myself through a lot of the history, but, like, I went through a whole profile before. Like, it's not like I have proof of, like, me learning everything. CPM station? Yeah. I guess that's probably one of the plan. That's probably might be the plan. Just to play other parts of the game, and then eventually, whenever I start running out of things to do and I have to do master mode, I'll just invest in a LCM setup. Oh my god, guys, 200 and what is that? 234 bosses. 234 bosses till we're done. And I never have to kill an Eman again. Well, I have to kill some Eman, but just not the Slayer. I was thinking level 3 first, not cheating. I don't know about that. I'm pretty. Actually, I was gonna say Fan 19, but I'm pretty sure he was cheating, right? He's a cheater. I mean, if you count like if like your friend gives you like 1,000,000,000 coins, like I didn't give it because I had no friends, so you know, no one even knew I was back on my friends list. Right, you know what I mean? Like I came back and no one noticed, so no friends. If you had, is that like cheating? If you had like a friend give you like a 500 mil coins to like help you progress to the beginning stages of the game? It's pretty good in the Aurora. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best. Like MPMR is still better. It's just that MPM, like the God of Aurora, isn't really worth it. Like for the price point it is. Like you can see, like my mana regen, as long as I have an SOS floor down, like my mana regen's fine. And I really don't need the mana regen. You said you're buying hype? Are you actually getting the hype, or are you just saying? Are you lying? Are you lying to me right now? Yeah, I've dropped like, of these 10 skins, I've dropped like 7 today. I swear, I dropped so many today. I guess it's make up for all the cores I've dropped before. Your worm membranes? Yeah, I did a lot of worms when I wanted to get, like when I was like fishing, like from like fishing like 19 to 20, 27. I did a crap load of worm membranes. So I could like get the because like it's like the fastest way before the bayou to get the fishing 27. Now I'm not sure if I think the bayou might be slightly faster. Yeah, 2 alloys, 6 cores. Yes, 2 alloys, 6 cores, 4 overfluxes, 1 warden heart, 4 quick claws. Yeah. I think about like 4 god rolls in Kudra. But Kudra in general just makes a ton of money even if you don't get god rolls, so. But yeah, like 6 cores and like 700k XP might be the record. Like for someone who is like 160 magic fine. Hey, how do you have double chest worth of worm membranes? That's crazy. You must be like top collection, like, or like top bestiary for the worms if you got that many. How many Nukas runs I did? I've done 1,000, but like it took me 750 for the 2 core, like the 2 runs, so. If I ever want to do runs, like I'm already like a third of the way for the next alloy meter. What are worms? So it's like fishing in the crystal hollows, and there's like two of the areas you can fish up either water worms or flaming worms, which are just like the lava version. And they gave you something called worm membranes, which helps you unlock like gemstone slots for Devon armor. So it's yeah. 1,000? Yeah, I've done 1,000 runs. But honestly though, like if you if you can do runs, if you have like really good efficiency, you can do them pretty quickly. But if you think about like those 1,000 runs, I've made like, well, I made like what over 4 billion, like I made like 4 billion from the quick claws, and the alloys, right? Like almost 4 billion, and then just the drops in general, I've probably made like another, like a couple hundred, like 500 mil or so. So like 4.5 billion from 1,000 nuclear suns. Like I feel like that's pretty worth it, right? Your G-Pot's running out? Is it out right now? 11 seconds. Oh. Good catch, because I was not paying attention to that. Wait, that's how I got out of the early game. I did it as of nucleus runs. Because I knew, think about I'm early game, right? I know eventually, I know where I want to be. I know how to get, I know, I need to get money to progress quickly. And I'm thinking, what are the best ways to progress, right? I could do Rift. I could do mining. I could do farming. But I could do flipping / investing / lowballing. There's not many options, but I figured, nucleus runs, because after 1,000 runs, you're guaranteed at least one alloy, which, one alloy progresses you from beginning to stage to mid game, one alloy. So I figured, and obviously I got pretty lucky that it took me only 250 runs to drop an alloy. And then 500 runs after that, I dropped the second alloy. So I was, and you could do around 20 runs an hour, getting all the parts. If you do it efficiently and get a bunch of tools in the beginning and then do a bunch of runs at a time, you can do 20 an hour. So 50 hours to get out of mid game, to get to mid game is pretty quick. Obviously, it took me around 50 hours to even get to the point where I was able to do those runs that quickly. So 100 hours to get past mid game. There's nons with 400 hours who have a juju still, because they don't know how to get out of the cycle of being broke. But this thing that's what on my old profile, I had double the playtime I have now, and I was further behind than I am now. You know what I mean? I'm over twice as efficient as I am now than I was back then. I feel so ass. I use resident comms. I mean, if you know how, that's what I'm saying. But do you you probably don't know all the text, the cheeses and the metas and all that stuff. And if you don't have you also have to have. If you don't have MVP plus, you can't do nucleus runs. It's so much slower, because you need the rank, so you can use the warp cushion nucleus command, which speeds up runs a ton as well. I mean, that's not really a tech. That's just pay to win. You guys are fun. Yeah, they're pretty fun. It's probably why. Yeah, if you don't have MVP plus or plus, it's not gonna be fun. So yeah, that's probably the barrier at entry is pay to win. No, what do you mean that moment of alloy? Oh, thinking you're hoping you're gonna get one. I was pretty freaked out when I got the first one. Second one was a little bit less, but yeah, that's so pretty crazy. Kind of like the core. The first core I got, I was pretty happy. But as each core I get, it's it gets a little bit. The meaning hits a little bit less each time. If Swavey drops a Wither Scroll in M7, does it really care? How much is 300 million to his 2 trillion account? It hits a little different when you're the richer you are. I'm not saying I'm super rich, but I'm getting to the point where RG drops don't hit as much. But I guarantee you, I'll freak out when I get my first Chimera book, because I've yet to get a Chimera book ever. But I've pretty much never done Diana, so. I have 3 skins in my inventory alone. I didn't realize, like, do you guys know there's an event tracker? Like, you can see how many kills you killed. Like, I don't know if it's the only yours or like just bestiary in general, but I thought it was pretty cool. I wish I knew how many I killed in like the festivals I've done before. Hazmat Enderman, wow, very good. Solid 0.1 coins right there. No, I can't wait to get hype to do Diana, but it seems like I will get Greg first. Greg is definitely better because you don't need the hype to do Diana. I mean, it helps a lot, but if you have like a good melee setup, like you can do melee as well, it'll be fine. But Greg actually helps because you can actually get more magic find. How much do I have left? 100, 200, and 222. 222 bosses left. We got this. How much does melee get in time of Eman? It's like the same amount as mine. It's actually a little bit faster if you have like if you have like a similar setup to what I have, like but in terms of just like transferring it to melee. It's right around the same. And I would say the Rex are pretty much around the same. Like you need like they're around a similar MP. You know, similar Skyblock level. Like because like having Skyblock levels kind of helps a lot. Like the amount of times I've been super weak, but like since I'm level 340, that you know each level gives you 5 health. Kind of adds up, right? If I was level like 200, I would be dead so many more times. That's so satisfying, hearing when you hit like a normal mob with max ferocity. It sounds super nice. I'm feeling a Enderman Slayer 7 right here. Not a core, but an Enderman Slayer 7. Yeah, that's like pretty much Enderman Slayer 7, right? It's like an arrow. Yeah, it takes for mythic powder binding. Well, no. I mean, I hate mythic. Don't do it. I don't know. I mean, it's just like the locations, right? That's like the. I mean, obviously, spicy goblin omelet, mithril golem, like max powder buff. Obviously, there's the whatchamacallit, like the powdered pumpkin that you can eat as well. Like, there's not really any like method. Even so, it's pretty satisfying. I don't know. I'd rather do every other Slayer than Eman. It's definitely my least favorite. There's a reason why I hit Sven 9 before I hit Eman 8. Like I was Eman 7, but I was Sven 9 like before. Like I just did not like Eman. 300k and outer. I feel like that's similar to what I was getting. Around 300k. Which is absolutely brutal. Like, if you go to my tree, the only reason why I have 5.5 million powder is because of nucleus runs. Like, you can actually get a decent amount of powder with nucleus runs if you're hard amount 10. You get on average like 4,500 per run. But it's split between gemstone and mithril, or so it's actually like 2,200 powder on average per run, mithril powder. And then obviously if you have the powder buff, it's like 3,000 per run. So, you know, I've done 1,000 runs, so do the math. That's like 3 million powder. So, you know, and obviously just doing mithril comms in general is giving me powder. So like, I've only done like a few hours of actually mining mithril for the powder. With gemstone and glacier, it's super easy at least. So like, you can get those done way quicker. Especially if you have money to waste on keys. Which, have you seen the price of like tungsten and upper has crashed? Like, go to tungsten. Oh, it's a little bit back up again, but like 1.5. It used to be like 2 million like a week or two ago. Now it's like it's down a lot. Like keys used to be like what 32 million. Hello Corvex. Hello, how's it going? Like skeleton keys have gone down like 5 million. Like a couple weeks ago, they were literally 32 million. Now they're 27. So, like, how much are pendants of Deval? It's like they're still expensive. Like 1.1. Oh, I guess it'd be how much are the lockets? Like lockets are still like 1 billion coins, but the keys have gone out a ton. So maybe it actually might be profit to like open skeleton keys over the long run. It's still gambling though, so wouldn't do it. Do you blaze at all? I have blaze 7 if that's, but not after anything after blaze 7. I stopped. So no, I would say I have not really done blaze. More than enough to get SOS flare. Let's see. It was not 393. Yeah, you're definitely tripping. It's probably something else. It's probably like something else. There's no way it was that cheap. I was like double demon escape. I saw like a clip of that. It looks insane. But you need like, don't you need like pretty insane stats for that? At least the stats he had, like he had pretty good stats. But yeah, because there's not really any perks for getting Blaze 9 except for obviously the Skyblock XP, and you do make a solid amount of money along the way. But there's like overall progression, you really don't get much. How much have you? How much are you selling? You're a couple million damage off. That's pretty close, right? But you know, at your stage of the game, how hard is it to gain 1 million damage though? You know, like MP is probably getting MP is like super expensive for me. It's like 20 million per MP for me, and I'm at 1,400. So if you're higher than me, it's gonna be even more expensive. $500 mil. How did you like invest in them, or did you fish them up yourself? Like you had to invest in them, right? Oh, I gotta get more. I don't know. I have the bottle. You fished all of them? How many hours did you spend fishing that many? That's just... I don't even think I had that many even worm kills, and I was doing that for hours. Yeah, hyper lava fishing, you definitely need it.
Actually, I don't know what it is, but there's like a bug in water where if you like use your rod and then you like hype immediately after and you try to use your rod again, you have to like wait. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But for lava, it's fine. Like it's not bugged for lava, only for water. Also, when I'm alien, I'm too poor. Like I don't own Crimson. Like I don't own Crimson armor. Well, I do, but you see, this is what I got. Like when my profile was like 3 weeks old. You know what I mean? But like, I don't have. I mean, I'm saving this for Magic Find equipment for Diana. So I don't have any money to spend on a Crimson set. And you know, the actual spawn and kill times are not gonna be much different. Like it might be a few seconds slower, but the Magic Find is obviously taking the big dip. But clearly with my RNG, the Magic Find didn't matter. Because like I still get all the skips. Like getting to the skip phase was slightly slower, but you know, you can only do it so fast. What's your kill time right now? Like usually around 30 seconds. It depends how hard I try. You know, if I try hard, I can get like way under 20. I can get under 30, but like I say average is like 30. Like that I fucked up, but I still got 33. Like my friend, he's Infernal Crimson. He gets like 27 average, I would say he gets. I should probably put a flare up. I guess it's fairly similar, yeah. I mean, you have to kill more Endermen to spawn it, but since like you're using a hype, you can run around a lot quicker. Like you know, for like here you get to like melee all 4 with like melee, but you know with hype you just click a couple times and they're dead, all dead. Hello, is it Moxie? That's like a Rocket League pro, but with an X, but you have a C in your name obviously. Hello, Moxie. I think my PB for Enderman is like, I think it's 28.4 by myself. For the tier 4, 28.4 seconds. I've gone on there like a few times.